their storied rivalry. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. It's the Florida Gators and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, it becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. Coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Here's a give the ball. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Jackson. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Off the boot, looking for his man. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Well, that's a nice job on 3rd down there. They come into this game as the underdog, obviously, but you got to love the way they've started this one, David. Defense gets a takeaway on the opening possession. Now your first 3rd down offensively, you're able to move the sticks. Really seems like this team is focused and dialed in.
And something good happening early in this football game gives you the momentum. As the underdog, you want to see those good plays early, right? To believe that everybody on the sideline now knows they got some juice, things going the right way. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going on offense. Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run, and you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Under fire. Buried before he could blink.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got it and still on his feet.
As a former quarterback, guys, I love drag routes down close to the goal line. You're hoping you're going to get a mesh, you're going to get him freed up, and it's just a catch and walk in, but the defense makes the tackle there. Now setting up 4th down. Do you have the guts to go back to that same pass play here on offense?
And this one is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. Called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man in Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back.
Motion from the wide receiver. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Working the middle, it's complete. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. They'll move the tight end. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the air, it's Stockton. They're setting up the screen. Fights off the defender. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
And the Dogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Works the middle of the field. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. He wants to change this route. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Firing to the right, complete. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw at Stockton. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays, I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good, and they got the trick.
Maybe some room here. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud the Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
Now, how does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Jones wants to throw it. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. To the air on first down. Snags it, and there's running room. Goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line, and boy, did they need a little breathing room.
Yeah, and some quarterbacks just read your mail. And Palmer, it looked like he read blitz all the way and knew his answer.
Yeah, David, you could tell this guy spent a lot of time studying film leading up to this game. They knew this defense was going to try to pressure him, so you want to know where your answers are against the blitz, and he found it there, dumping it off to his back.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Handoff for Frazier. Could be an alley. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. If you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs, Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy, no Sean Marino, and how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Finds his man. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he will get just beyond the 1st down marker before sliding.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Jones to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Gators will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here's a gift to Frazier. They didn't even let that one get started as they stuffed things up in the middle, and the clock winds down here late in the 2nd quarter. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To the air, it's Stockton. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. It's reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Handoff for Ball. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Slips through the line. Got a little room. They just barely get him stopped, and he almost cruised all the way to the dressing room. A little excitement here to wrap up the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that Bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Missouri taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's Missouri on top right now as they look to move to 6-2. We've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly from this group, and yet here they are, very much in the mix in their league. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the option. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. Quick completion on the out. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Ball. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Myers on the move. A strike downfield. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. They're hoping to ride this guy and the running attack to an upset, and boy, this would be devastating if he can't go. We'll have Holly looking on him. Here's a give to Ball.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Jaden one more time. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
And they get another first down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. The Gators looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Handoff for Ball. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies into the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speed to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Ball again. Bulldozes his way through. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
And he made the extra point without problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
The offense changing the play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Keeps looking downfield. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Hey, man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most.
And it's picked the 4th time today. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Oh, he's got some space. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run. The OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to bowl his way in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. As Florida fans like to say, come on, Gators, get up and go. And they're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. The Gators showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the second half. You're just seeing all the talent that they've been able to recruit down in Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier, had such a great run with Florida as a head coach. They're taking care of business today. They're not making this look like much of a rivalry.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Quick spin on the ride. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Rolled his way into the end zone. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's a give the ball. Fighting off the defender. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gators. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Here's a heat. He gets away. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And he's dragged down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Stockton. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. He goes right back to the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Handoff for Frazier. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. It'll be third and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third down, he drops to throw. He lost one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, looking to pass. Trying to pick up the first, out of the back. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the first down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Now the play fake. He's got the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
On the draw, it's ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. And it's a sack.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
The offensive line's got to get it together. Giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Georgia using its final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. We'll send the tight end in motion. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Across the 25, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
They'll snap it from the 28, in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on second down. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. They'll run it on first and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Turning to the running game here on third and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State, a toast to the Florida Gators who take down Georgia in this rivalry game. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.